Everyone, and welcome to another live watch long show on Football Tour Podcast. My name is Ozzie, and I'm your host for this evening. Crystal Palace versus Liverpool is set to be underway. So, what we'll do before the game begins, we'll go through the lineups, see who's starting today, and we'll also present our score predictions after the lineup. So, let's start with the home team, which of course is Crystal Palace. In terms of the starting goalkeeper, of course, is Henderson. So no huge surprise there. Mark Gay, Lacroix, and Richards completing the back three. And in midfield, you've got Manus, you've got Mitchell on the left, you've got Kamada and Wharton, and then you've got Ismail Assar, Pino, and Mateta up top. I pretty much got the lineup bang on the money there. So yeah, a little pat on the back for myself. I expected Sar to start, even though he hasn't started in recent weeks. But against Liverpool, he definitely delivers. And I feel like the addition of Kamada will give them that control in the midfield. So for me, exactly the lineup that I expected to see from our opponents. Now, in terms of Liverpool, we've got Allison in goal. Excuse me. And we've got Kirkers on the left, Bradley on the right, Virgil van Dijk and Konate to complete the back four. And then you've got Pallister and Gravenberch in a double pivot, which is a slight surprise for me. I was expecting it to be Szoboszlai and Gravenberch in those roles. But Szoboszlai does start, of course he does. He is in the more advanced midfield role. Reverts on the left, Salah on the right, and Isak up top. So yeah, strong lineup there for Liverpool. And yeah, slightly different to my prediction. I think I had maybe one or two. I was wanting Chiesa to start on the left, and I wanted Szoboszlai in the double pivot. But it's still a good lineup nonetheless. So it should be an exciting fixture as well. So let me share the scoreboard with you guys, and then we can take it from there. So Van Dijk long ball up top. Kerkez. Oh, did he get the last touch? No, he didn't. It was Kerkez with a slightly heavy touch to goal kick for Crystal Palace. Just going to go through some of the comments there. Ozan Kabak says, "Big up Ozzy, lad. Let's continue to collect them 3 points today. I really hope we do. Yeah, big up to Ozan Kabak. I hope you're well." And he said, "Thoughts on Verts at left wing, by the way. Um, it'd be interesting to see how he performs, especially with Palace playing, with two wing backs. So maybe that's the reason why we've placed him there, because he's going to be a bit more of an inside forward rather than a left winger, but by tradition. So it's going to be interesting to see how that will be set up tactically. But yeah, I'm intrigued by it. It could work. As you can see right now, he's very much in a central position. Looks like he's playing alongside Szoboszlai in sort of two advanced roles. So maybe it's like a 4-2-2-2 right now. But I'm sure this will change as the game goes along. Uh, but for me, it was either Verts or Chiesa on that left hand side. I wasn't hugely impressed with Gakpo's recent showings. Um, but let's see. Let's see how the players perform today. But we've got some good options off the bench as well. Let me present that on the screen so we know who is available for us. Oh, it seems to have disappeared. There we go. Let's bring it up for you guys. There we go. So for Palace, you've got Lerma and Ketia, Uche, Klein, Will Hughes, Canvot, Sosa, Matthews, and Devaney. And then for Liverpool, you've got Gomez, Endo, Chiesa, Jones, Gakpo, Mamadashvili, Robertson, Frimpong, and Rio and Gomez. So a very strong bench there for Liverpool. Plenty of options. So yeah, should be an important role for these substitutes to play. I think they could definitely have an impact in the latter stages of the game. So yeah, intrigued to see how the team performs today. Of course, difficult opponents here. Unbeaten in 17 in all competitions, Crystal Palace. So yeah, it's not going to be easy, or it's not going to be a walk in the park at least. And for me, we've probably got our sort of scout watch on for a couple of players in the Palace shirt. So the likes of Wharton and Mark Gay, I'm sure will be, watching them with eagerly eagerly eyes, more or less. So yeah, should be interesting to see how they perform today. Yeah, Vert seems to be dropping in a little bit more central than normal, which is good because is literally playing through the gaps there with Kerkez very much high up on that left hand side. So it seems to have more of a free role, which I would guess does make sense for a player of his capabilities. Or almost goes past Chris Richards there. Although that same reports are saying Gay was so disappointed by Liverpool that he now prefers Real Madrid. I mentioned this on last night's show. I saw that as well. I don't buy it. I think it's absolute nonsense. The source wasn't the most reliable one. I think it was Football Insider. That was the source. So for me, I don't completely buy it. I don't think that's what kind of occurred because from what I've heard, it's also, it comes across as Liverpool placed a bid on the last day of the season. That wasn't the case. I believe that Liverpool actually placed an offer around the time that we played the Community Shield against Crystal Palace, but they didn't respond or weren't willing to listen to any offers until the last day because they thought maybe, we should probably cash in. That's what was their point of view at the time. Um, but no, I don't completely buy it. Of course, only time will tell, but I don't think there's any truth to that. Be very surprised because look, we did our part. We agreed a fee with the club. We um, agreed terms with the player. He pretty much completed a medical and was just on the verge of signing on the dotted line. But if it wasn't for his chairman in Steve Harris, it could have been a different story where he could have been a Liverpool player right now. So yeah, I'm not buying that. I just think it's um, lazy journalism, or it's just a headline to get some clicks because when you put Real Madrid and Liverpool in the same sentence, it definitely raises awareness, especially us Liverpool fans who are probably irritated by the sight um, of Real Madrid and wanting to always sign the players that we have. But yeah, I don't believe there's any truth to it. So yeah. Well, no, in due course, but I don't think there's any truth to it. Oh, Verts trying to lay off for Bradley there. Bradley wasn't on the same wavelength. Oh, lovely ball there from Kamada, but good block there from Van Dijk. Verts on the left hand side now. Oof. Gertes manages to keep the ball in play there. I just realized I'm wearing a cream top, just like the Liverpool boys today, though. So I'm definitely in sync with the boys today. Oh, decent cross there from Bradley, slightly overplayed. Throw into Palace on that left hand side. Kerkez does really well to keep the ball in play there. Van Dijk. Van Dijk switches it to Bradley, but Mitchell takes the ball away from him. Finds Pino to Mitchell. Mitchell trying to produce that first time cross, but Conor Bradley does really well to trap back and make that crucial block. corner kick to Crystal Palace. Oh, we've conceded. Ismaila Sarr, that player again. I keep saying it. He turns into prime Mane whenever we face him. Very frustrating goal that was. Terrible goal to concede. Easy for Crystal Palace. Headed the ball down and literally he was in plenty of space. Point blank range. Smashes it into the empty goal. That's disappointing, that is. And yeah, I wasn't come out agrees. What a shit goal to concede. Yeah, it was. Really, really terrible goal to concede. Just have a look at the replay. Was that Groundberg? Yeah, Groundberg knocks the ball back into the danger zone rather than away from goal. And yeah, Bradley unable to make that block. Not much Allison can do in that kind of range, point blank range. Yeah. Poor mistake there from Gravenberg and not in the same kind of area, but quite similar to what Endo did the other day against Southampton. So yeah, disappointing. We definitely need to work on our set piece defending because it hasn't improved one bit. Ozwrld has Alisson kept one clean sheet all season? Yeah, he has against Arsenal. That was the only time we kept a clean sheet. So yeah, he has done once, but yeah, not good enough to be fair. We need to really work on maintaining clean sheets like we did last season. That was sort of a nice sort of feeling that I had when we had Arne Slot as our coach for the first season because we were neat and tidy in the back line. Oh bloody hell. Konate has lost the ball. Ismail Assar with the first time cross to Pino. Oh, what a save by Ederson. Oh, that's an unbelievable save from the Brazilian. Liverpool on the counter. Verts to Salah. Salah thinks into ground back. Can he shoot? Oh, he's fouled there. Free kick to the Reds. But that save was unbelievable from Allison. Pino hit that low and hard towards the bottom corner. And Allison produced a one-handed save. What on earth was Kolate doing there, honestly? Let's have a look from this angle. It's a great angle here. Oh, it wasn't in the bottom corner. It was straight to Allison. But Allison does really well to react and save at sort of low shot there. I was then saying Kanate almost cost us the game for two. Yeah, he did. Terrible moment there. He had plenty of time and space. Not sure what he was thinking. Thankfully for us, it didn't lead to a goal, but it could have easily have been a goal. And if it wasn't for Allison, it would be 2-0 to Palace right now. What's going on there? What's happening there? Local players have stepped away. Okay. Not sure what's going on because they're not going to overturn that corner kick, even though looking back, it doesn't seem like it was a corner. So Palace kind of got lucky there. But right now, there seems to be a bit of a hold. I'm not too sure what the reasons are. Seems to be some crowd trouble, which is why the game is at a standstill right now. Hopefully, it's nothing too serious. We have, faced these kind of moments, unfortunately, this season. It may be someone's jumped on the pitch or something along those lines. I'm not entirely too sure. I was like, the comment said, Royal fans better not complain about the amount of stoppage time in the first half. Ozzy. Nah, they can't complain. If they're watching the game, they'll know that there's been a standstill for a good 2 or so minutes right now, and we still don't really have much clarity in terms of what's happened. Seems to be some crowd trouble, but we're not sure if it's from a Palace or Liverpool point of view. So hopefully, it's nothing too serious and everyone's safe and sound because you don't want to see or hear any of that kind of stuff. Um, but yeah, there will definitely be a lot of stoppage time in the first half. Team were involved, so hopefully, everyone's okay on the pitch or in the crowd, I should say. But the game is set to resume now with Sabozlai and Salah surrounding the ball. I think it's expected to be Sabozlai taking that free kick. Oh, Salah takes it, hits the wall, down back with a shot. Oh, great save there from Henderson. Almost equalizer from Gravenberch there. Look at that. Was that going in the goal? Not too sure, but Henderson. Let's have a look. Yes, he did. That's a brilliant save from Henderson. Isak on the chase to get the ball, cleared away by Lacroix. Comments here from Ozzie says Verts isn't making his presence felt on the left wing. Ozzie, not a fan of it. I think he should be more central and closer to the box. At the minute, I feel like he's the more active attacker out of the three right now. In terms of his presence not being felt, to be fair, we've not really done much in the opening 20 minutes from any of our attacking players in the team right now. So um, I think the reason why we've played him from the left is so he has a bit more of a free role. Hopefully, try and build his confidence by allowing him to roam around. Um, I just don't think he's done that bad. I understand what you mean in terms of, play him in a more central position and more closer to the box. But at the minute, we're not quite sort of playing in that manner. We're not. Hold on a second. Oh, Munoz. Bloody hell. Almost 2-0 to Palace there. Munoz with the first time shot saved by Allison. Then he produced a follow-up shot that went over the bar. I think he may have got a touch from Kirkes, possibly. I'm not too sure. Let's have a look at the replay. No, I think he's bounced onto the ground. It's gone over the bar. That's a fantastic save from Allison again. Liverpool are all over the place right now, honestly. Ismail Assar. So sorry, back to your point about Verts. I wouldn't quite agree saying that he's not made his presence felt. I don't think none of them have in terms of Salah, Isak, or Verts. I feel like with Verts, he's trying to make things happen. He's on the ball a lot more in comparison to the other two. It's just that Crystal Palace are a bit more purposeful with their play right now. Oh my God. What on earth is going on with Konate? Absolutely shocking play there from Konate. What happened there? Look, don't get me wrong, I know Matete is a strong guy, but Konate isn't no skinny guy himself, is he? What on earth was that? Gotta be much stronger there. Just fell to ground, it was shoulder to shoulder. That was definitely not a foul. Other than saying Ibu was having an absolute mare of a game. He really is. Can't clear anything. Get him off. Can't say something against what is the agent? Real Madrid or something, right? I don't know. I feel like his head is in Madrid. That's how it comes across the way he's played so far this season. Salah did well there to keep the ball in play. He would say if it wasn't, I was gonna say if it wasn't for Alisson, we'd be 4-0 down. It's facts. Alisson produced 3 spectacular saves. So yeah, you're not wrong. Long ball up top for Munoz. Munoz, sorry. Wharton. Oh, Canate to Bradley. Liverpool haven't really troubled the keeper. Apart from that Gravenberch shot, we haven't really tested Henderson today. Lacroix. Oh my God, Canate! He deserves the yellow. I'm not even lying. He lost the battle there and he dragged him down from behind. He deserves the yellow there. I'm not even going to be on his side. No biases over here. Yeah, they were like, involved in a physical battle there, of course. But, the last action there, you're going to get punished and get yellow. So this is a concern. I'm not going to lie to you. And, with rumors suggesting that Liverpool aren't going to try and sign him, or should I say, sign a new centre back to add to the squad in the January window, for me is outrageous. It has to be done. If it's not Mark Gay, it has to be another centre back. For me, if they want to not spend money on Mark Gay and want to get him on a free, that is up to them. But we still need another centre back in the January window. So this goes to show that you can't rely on the current options. Kanate has been so hit and miss, more miss than hit, if I'm being honest, and that worries me. Going into the season where we're playing a load of games. We're in September, and we're playing in different competitions already. So you got to do better. Isak tries to left reverse, unable to do so. Kerkez on the ball. Liverpool just need to get a grip. Literally, we've not controlled the game at all. Everything's going past us. So we need to do much better here. Ozzie saying, remember when Slot subbed off Kerkez before the halftime whistle? Yeah, it could be easily done, but we're not fortunate with our centre back options, unfortunately. If Leone was on the bench, for example, then I'd feel a bit more sure doing that. But with just Joe Gomez, and look, I don't like to say out loud, but if Joe Gomez comes on and gets injured, Isak, oh, tries to get around the keeper, unable to guide it into the goal, ends up hitting the side netting. Are you saying he needs to do the same here with Konate? Look, I know Konate's having a stinker, but if we were to bring on Joe Gomez and Joe Gomez gets injured or he has a stinker, because I'll be honest with you, he wasn't great against Southampton. He looked very rusty, so he's not quite there yet as well, in my opinion. And look, if he comes on and gets injured, we've got 2 centre backs. For me, that's we've got to reduce the element of taking risk, and I feel like that might be the case there. Ismail Assar to Munoz, cleared away by Isak. Out of all the players. Allison with the quick throw there to Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai to Salah. Oh, Salah, that was an awful cross. He has so many options there. He had Verts there, he has Szoboszlai there, Isak in the middle. And not finding no one there. Terrible cross there from the Egyptian king. Honestly, that's literally what I'm thinking. What on earth was that? That was an awful cross. And, Salah doesn't normally go his right foot like that. So for me, should have controlled it and then maybe lay that pass. Or first time pass to Verts, was close to him, and then in a more sort of advanced slash goal scoring opportunity there. So yeah, wrong decision from the Egyptian king, unfortunately. But yeah, Liverpool have been all over the place. We've had no control. We've not played with any rhythm. We can't even produce a few consecutive passes together. It's not been a good afternoon so far, unfortunately. Canate worries me when if I see him on the ball, honestly. Szoboszlai, Alex has been quiet as well. I need him to be a little bit more involved. He needs to be the player to dictate play, but also be a controller in our midfield. Also, in the comment says he's on a yellow Ozzie. Palace are going to target him to get him sent off. You may have a point, Ozzy. I that slipped my mind that he's on a yellow, isn't it? Yeah, you may have a point. I don't know. It just feels like such a risk, If Gomez was to come on, or he has a stinker, or even gets injured, it would literally mess up our season. But let's see what happens. Palace defending in numbers right now. No single player past the halfway line. Kirkes, Gravenberch. What? Szoboszlai. Canister. Liverpool finding a bit of possession right now, but needs to make best use of it now. Need to produce something out of this little spell right now. Van Dijk, Szoboszlai, who's surrounded by three Crystal Palace players there. Szoboszlai to Kirkes. Yeah, the crowd booing Liverpool for not, putting the ball out of play, but we didn't have to. We had advantage there. If your players fall into ground, I'm not sure what happened there because it looked like Szoboszlai put his weight on his ankle possibly, but he's grabbing onto his hips. So maybe his foot got stuck on the grass and it's just bit of an awkward landing, or his, you know, back has gone the opposite way. Who knows? Ismail Assar has to leave the pitch now. Salah trying to get onto the end of that ball, but cleared away by Mitchell. Van Dijk. Works us really well to get past two players there. Szoboszlai to Bradley. Tries to hit that cross, blocked by Mitchell. Corner kick to Liverpool. Excuse me. Okay, taken. Konate with the header. Fortunately, guides it wide there. Well, they're commencing another emergency in the crowd. What the F is happening down there? I haven't noticed it since that first moment early in the half. But if that's the case, that's crazy. I hope everyone's all right there. Isak trying to get involved in the game. Bradley cross to Bats, but headed away by Lacroix. Is there a corner kick? No. Mitchell kicks it away. McAllister keeps it in play, but unfortunately It's out for a throw in now. Margay driving the ball in the final third. Kamada. Oh, lovely play from Wharton. Oh, that is beautiful. That is exquisite play there. Got past two, three players with complete ease, and that cross was a good one. Look at that. Look at that touch. That touch is perfection. Honestly, goes past three, four players there. Unbelievable play there from Wharton. I was asking how they just slicing through our backline like Swiss cheese. I have no idea. Honestly, we've been so poor today. We've just not controlled the game at all. They are walking through us with complete ease. That's probably the first time I've seen Wharton go on a amazing run like that. So yeah, we have to give credit to Crystal Palace. They started the game fantastically well. Liverpool just haven't woken up, still asleep right now. That's how it feels like. So it was like tries to find Perkins, but unfortunately it's the back heel of Florian Wirtz. Palace on the counter through Ismail Assar. So was like driving the ball to help produce a counter attack. Pass to Bradley. Bradley driving the ball. Last ditch tackle from Mitchell does enough to stop the momentum. Two or so minutes played with plenty of stoppage time set to come as well. Groundwork. Verse, good touch there to Kirkes. Kirkes finds Verts on the left hand side, up against Richards. Gravenberch tries to create an opening. Liverpool unable to open up Crystal Palace. Callister driving the ball. Blocked by Lacroix. Okay. Okay, to Burts. So how much stoppage time do we have? 10 minutes of stoppage time. Bloody hell. Let's got a few comments here. 1 second. Conor Bradley on the ball. Throw into the Reds. Conor Bradley has it, takes it quickly. Going back to Salah. Salah falls to ground. No foul there for me. Palace on the counter now. Jaquez through to Isak. Slightly overplayed, unfortunately. I was in the comments saying Isak hasn't got any service at all. Zero. No. That Kirkus ball was probably the closest thing to as a service for Isak, but for me, yeah, he's not had much service. He's not really been involved in the game, so yeah, quite afternoon for Isak so far. Despite how bad we've been, Palace have put us away. Oz. That's the positive that I'm taking from the first half. That they should have annihilated us, 4-5-0. If I'm being honest with you, so we got to just take that to our stride, and hopefully, we can capitalize in the second half and try and get the win in the end. And I was gonna say, I think Slot will regroup at the half and have a plan. I hope so, because something needs to change. It's not working. So whether it's tactical changes or different personnel, something needs to be changed for the second half, in my opinion. So let's see what Arsenal does. Bradley fouling, Margate there. No, no foul. Shoulder to shoulder there. Corner kick to the Reds. So what's left to take the set piece. Van Dijk. But I think he handballed it there. I was gonna say, what the hell is that Van Dijk? Yeah, scuffed that effort there. Not the cleanest of strikes, unfortunately. He's that good hold up play there. So it was like ah, decent pass for Salah, but Henderson read that ball very well. Came off his line and pretty much claimed it right away. Oh, Palace on the counter. Through Ismail Assar. Water. Mateta. Oh, what a strike. Hits the inside of the post there. That was close again. My gosh. I was gonna say Palace should be 5 up, maybe even more if I'm being honest with you, Ozan. That's just unlucky, isn't it? Perfect strike there. Uh, Allison's being full. He's at full stretch as well. Well, spectacular shot. Just unfortunately, it was denied by the inside of the post. Oh, Mateta left foot volley goes over the bar. Oh, not on the ball. He's not easy on the eye when it comes to passing, is he, Canate? Salah through and goal. Tries to lob the keeper, but ends up hitting the keeper's head away for a corner kick. Pocket taken. Slightly overplayed there. But Granberg has it. Granberg. Good piece of skill there. Oh, great turn. Back to Kirkes. Bradley, aimless cross there from the right back. Right back, grabbing the ball. Probably the last chance of the first half. Szoboszlai with the cross. Overplayed there. And that is the halftime whistle. Crystal Palace won, Liverpool nil. Liverpool probably very fortunate that it's not a bigger scoreline. It's been all Palace. Let's not beat around the bush. They have had the most possession. They've had the better of chances. Probably should be about 4-5 nil if I'm being brutally honest. Um, Liverpool just haven't got to grips with the game. They need to wake up. They're asleep right now. So hopefully, things can be reshuffled and Arsenal produces a different sort of outlook or different sort of tactical tweak um, coming into the second half. So hopefully we'll get some changes. But we'll take a short break now. Um, and once we're back, hopefully we get a better second half. Just got a couple of comments here from Ozzie before we close, or should I say go for a break. Ozzie say worst half of football in all of Stocks Rain, Ozzie. Yeah, it's definitely up there. I'll struggle to stay awake if I'm being honest with you. So yeah, just because Liverpool just haven't been on it at all, but only one done. That's the positive that I could take. It's only 1-0. Should be about 4-5, maybe even 6-0. They have plenty of chances to hit the back of the net. So Liverpool, if they can switch it up, they can definitely turn this game around. So that's what we're hoping going into the second half. So yeah, for now, we'll take a short break. Once we come back, hopefully, we'll get some news in terms of the team, and then we can watch the second half together. So I'll see you guys very, very shortly. Hello everyone, welcome back to the second half of Crystal Palace versus Liverpool. Liverpool have made a substitution. It looks like it is Cody Gakpo on. I believe it's Connor Bradley that has been taken off, but I'm going to double check. Let's have a look. Yes, it is. So it looks like Sobozlai could be playing at right back. Revert still on the pitch. Um, which okay, let's see how it goes. Feel like you lose that bit of energy in that middle of the park by doing that. But look, Vert's on a half turn. Let's see what he can do. Take a shot, Verts. Go, Verts! Oh, Matata, he shoots. No. Oh, positive start there from Liverpool. But that's what you want from Verts. You want him to be a bit more direct. Matata took a bit too long to hit that shot there. Thank you, Ozan. Yeah, Conor Bradley off for Cody Gakpo. Looked like he shuffled Verts to Cam, Gakpo left wing, and Sobol right. But that is correct. That is what the current setup is right now. So let's see how it goes. I don't think this will be the final uh, tactical sort of change. I think we'll probably give it about 10-15 minutes and then see how the team does. Maybe we'll be need further change. Oh bloody hell! What a cross there from Pino. Menus should have done better there. I wasn't come out with the comment saying we should be 6-0 down. We should be. I should have been a better pass from Menus, or maybe it should have just gone for goal in that moment there. Liverpool just bit all over it. I'm not gonna lie. And I really need Gakpo to have an impact on this game. No, we don't need him to be, too predictable. Show a bit of variation in your wing play. 'Cause he does have it in his locker. He just hasn't done it so far this season, in my opinion. Isak went over the bar there. We've got a comment here from Ozzie. So not gonna lie, Ozzie. Midfielders laying always second to the second balls, puts pressure on the defense. I agree with you on that one. I think we're just late on everything, whether it's in the midfield, in the defense. We're just not responsive enough today. And I'll be honest with you, and I'm not here to pinpoint blame on specific players because I'm not trying to build an agenda or anything like that. But McAllister, he's been so quiet. He's not been involved in the game. And that's normally his forte, where he's a controller of that midfield. He dictates plays from a deeper role. Just hasn't been on the ball enough for me today. And that's why we've not really had much possession in that middle of the park. With McAllister, he's normally the player that presents those forward passes, not always just doing it sideways. So for me, he hasn't been involved in this game that much today. So that's something we've lacked. Whereas Gamberg, he's shown his energy. He's been a bit more box to box today, but McAllister just needs to do a little bit more, maybe even more than a little. To be honest with you, bloody hell, Kanate is passing, man. I don't know if I'm noticing it now more so because he's out of form, but he worries me when he passes the ball like that. I don't know if you guys will remember the defender Sako, sorry, Mohamed Sako. Um, he was a decent player, but whenever he was off form, his passing, it's like watching Bambi on ice. Like he was very, very uncomfortable to watch. Kanati has slight traits there, today, in terms of how he's presenting his passes. So for me, it's a bit of a concern going forward. Verts driving the ball, finds Gakpo, can he shoot? Oh, just goes wide there. Good to see Gakpo in that middle of the park there because he normally really likes occupying that left hand side, but yeah, he does well, reasonable, really well. Just a bit too much power. And then, yeah, he didn't get his foot around it, did he? Decent effort there from Gakpo, but yeah, more of that, and hopefully we can equal the score and maybe try and go for the winner. Uh-oh, Maketa through on goal. Alisson with another save. Honestly, it was offside, but Alisson doesn't know that, does he? Just offside there, Mateta. But Alisson, phenomenal save. He's been our man of the match by a country mile, to be fair. Probably the hair from Ozan said that was a hospital pass by Nati, bro. It bubbled before reaching supposed line. You know what? You're spot on. I don't know what kind of pass it was. It was what you expect, when you see a little kid playing on a full size pitch and they're trying to kick the ball with the most power they have. It bubbles quite a few times before it gets to the other person, right? That's what it felt like. So yeah, a laboured pass there from Konate, unfortunately. Yeah, it doesn't bode confidence, does it? Gravenberch hits it over the ball. Kirkes, good cross there from Kirkes. Mitchell had to power that ball away from the danger because Salah was right behind him there. I was gonna say if I had red wine, I'd have one or two or so. It's true. It really is. Oh, but this ain't red wine, by the way. I'm not drinking red wine. This is juice. So yeah, I don't drink. But if you're at home and you're having a drink right now, I don't actually blame you because it's been a difficult watch today. It really has. It's been one way traffic. It's been quite awful today. Yeah, this has been a poor watch. It really has. Well, you gotta give credit to Glasner and his game plan. It's absolutely spot on. Is the only sort of disappointment from their point of view is that they haven't scored goals today. So if Liverpool were to get an equalizer and nick the winner, they will be dreading all those misses in the game. So let's hope we can take advantage, later in the game. But right now, we're barely troubling the goalkeeper, so can't really say much. But let's see. We've still got plenty of time. 35 minutes plus stoppage time. That will occur, of course, after the 90 minutes. Let's have a look at the bench as well. Who else do we have as an option? Because for me, it's not working. Something's not clicking right now. Chiesa has to come on. Chiesa has to come on. Whether it's for Isak, if Isak was to come off, it would be based on his fitness more than anything else. Um, but if it was a fully for Isak, I wouldn't even take him off. But Nate, honestly, it's a worrying sight, isn't it? It's a worrying sight. But yeah, I expect to see Chiesa at some point. Jones as well. I'd like to see Rio on the pitch, if I'm being honest with you. I think he'd give us a different sort of outlook, but of course with Gakpo on the pitch now, that might seem unlikely. Oh, come on, that's two fouls from Commander on groundwork on the bounce there. Deserves a booking there. Come on now. Nothing given. Absolute joke. His delivery needs to be inch perfect from Sabozlai. Needs to go for that far post. Try and aim for where Van Dijk is right now. Capo with the header. No real directional power there. Ball on the ball. Plus there for Vats. Oh, come on. He should have buried that. How did he miss that? It's like, come on, I just read my name. How? I'm seeing the replay now. No, he didn't connect with the ball, did he? You've got to add power into that pass. You can't just guide it with the ball there because it's not hit with real venom. So it's just a swing pass. Oh, Corner just went over Van Dijk there. Has a huge chance for Verts to open his goal scoring account and give Liverpool the equalizer today. McAllister. Oh, well done, Groundberg. Showing his strength there. Turkish low cross. Groundberg. Oh, sorry, Gakpo, sorry. Oh, well done, McAllister. Good block there to deny Hino on the counter attack there. Oh, Kanate. What are you playing at? Do you know what? Bring on Joe Gomez. I'm ready to risk it all now. Honestly, he's so awful on the ball. Capo to ground back. Can you shoot? Drags it wide, unfortunately. Hmm. Our mark gone. Still Crystal Palace 1, Liverpool nil. So look at that pass. Great pass there from Szoboszlai. No, you're not supposed to cushion those type of shots. You're supposed to hit with a bit more power, or at least a bit more onto your laces, or side foot it with, with precision. That technique was just not it, unfortunately. So yeah, a little bit annoying with that effort there. Salah, I was like, I feel that it's only a matter of time, Ozzy. The equalizer is coming. I hope so. I hope so. Bloody hell. Palace through on goal. Oh, Szoboszlai. It's offside, but he made the crucial clearance there. How is Szoboszlai playing better than our current defenders today? Honestly, obviously it's a good thing, but that's not even his role, and he's showing up. What Bradley did earlier on today. So ah, Crystal Palace making substitution. They're bringing on Will Hughes for Wharton. Wharton look good today, to be fair. Mate, Salah is on side. Margay tackles him. Mitchell forced to ground. That is not a foul. Come on, that is not a foul. He gets the ball. I was like, I said, Agent Will Hughes, the Liverpool fan. Come on, lad, give us an OG, lad. I'd love for that to happen. That was a tackle. I know it's a tackle from behind, but that was a clean tackle there. But frustrating. Kamada. Kamada's look good in this role. Mitchell. Canate, honestly. He's been terrible today. No one can tell me any different. He's been awful. Isak, two vets. Callister, back to Isak. Isak! Oh! Just couldn't get out of his foot there. I gotta see this replay now. He's losing balance there. Just couldn't guide it to the goal. Did everything right. Shows has entered the pitch. Who's he replaced? Has replaced McAllister. Light for that substitution there. No surprise for me. McAllister's not been great today. Oh god, Mateta through on goal. Allison again to the rescue. Going back to Szoboszlai. Fine vets. Wasn't Kavak saying we've had so many chances this half. I was like, yeah, we've definitely improved. not played better, or well, definitely played better than the first half. You know, that wasn't hard to do. But yes, we've been a bit more purposeful. We've tried to create more chances. And that's what we've got to do right now. Just create the chances, hit the back of the net. Don't care about the performance at this stage. As long as we get something out of the game, that is the main thing. So hopefully Liverpool can get that equalizer and hopefully, the winner as well before the 90 minutes occurs. So yeah, better from Liverpool, but I'd like to see a bit more. I want to see Chiesa on the pitch. So I feel like he would give us that attacking threat that we need in the final third as well. Isak, good touch from Isak. Throw into Liverpool. Gap, Mate. Even that pass wasn't great. I don't want it to come across that I'm nitpicking it, but Salah had to move one step back to get that ball. Play it forward, like play it to his feet. That's something you're taught as a little kid when you learn how to pass the ball. I think I say Ekitike off the bench would have been great right about now. Ozzie. Yeah, you're spot on. Ekitike would have been on for me probably on probably after the halftime whistle. Honestly, I would have brought him on first thing in the second half and play two strikers or something along those lines because we just need to have a different kind of outlook, different kind of attacking threat, or even play him on the left. Jones, Kirkes, can I say? Kirkes the cross, not bad ball at all. Mitchell had to get a touch on that ball before Salah grabbed it. Corner kick to Liverpool. Hopefully, Liverpool can capitalize in this moment here. The ball's like takes the corner kick. Jones to Isak over the bar. Chiesa and Frimpong coming on. That's more like it, more of an attacking threat for Liverpool. And Lerma looks like he's coming on for Crystal Palace. For me, I'd probably take off Verts and Salah for Frimpong and Chiesa. Oof. What you say was going to get that ball there? So I said, bloody hell, what kind of clearance is that? Jones. Suppose I shoot. Suppose I should have shot there. Come on. Can't be gun shy in those moments. That was a perfect time for you to hit that shot there. Gakpo. Straight at the keeper there. Suppose lie. No. Just hoping for the best with that pass there. Not good enough. Oh, come on, I lose the ball. Jones. Tries to hit that shot, but he loses the ball. Palace on the counter for Ismail Assar. He's awake now, isn't he? Tries to find Mateta, cleared by Konate. Into the cross. Kirkis does really well with that block. Liverpool set to make a couple of substitutions now. Let's see who is being taken off to replace Chiesa and Frimpong. So Verts has been taken off. Rightly so. I think that's the right call. And Konate is being taken off. Thank God. So that would mean Gravenberch drops to centre back. Frimpong now right hand side. Jones. Good cross there. Frimpong. Good turn from Frimpong. Tries across. Oh, almost fouled there. Maybe if he fell to ground, that could have been a penalty. He's that good turn. Capo. So both live volley. Oh, that was going inside the goal. Should have let that go. No, I think that's going towards the corner. I really do. Jesus picks up Hila straight away. Oh yeah, that's a late tackle. Yellow card is definitely justified. Went back. Wait, send him off. So dirty foul from Nketiah. I think one. Come on, pay attention. Mateta the cross. Oh, what a delivery from Mateta. That was inch perfect. And Nketiah should have buried it. Oh, Allison doing Brazilian beach ball skills there. Not for the faint-hearted, unfortunately. Salah, unable to control the ball there. Ping pong from Chiesa. Risky passing there from Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai switches the ball to ping pong. Ah, not long to go. 83 minutes played. Still 1-0 to Palace. Hmm. Frustrating performance from Liverpool. Rio has been brought on, which is positive, and he's replacing Alexander Isak. Ah, good idea from Chiesa, but Gakpo not on the same wavelength. Other than say I'd do anything for Rio equalizer right now, is he? Can't rule it out. He's on the pitch now, so hopefully he can make an impact like he did against Newcastle. Ping pong. Chiesa! He shoots! Oh, I thought that hit the bottom corner. Oh, I really thought that was in. Oh, that's so close. Keeper was beaten. Oh, I think it hits the outside of the post as well. Munoz almost making 2-0 for Palace. Chiesa, Jones to Gakpo, Rio. I'm back. Ping pong. Yes! And it's Chiesa. Come on. That's what I'm talking about. Come on. I had a feeling he was going to have an impact on the game, and he did. He has that goal scoring threat that we've lacked. Look at this. Wasn't in the cleanest of strikes, but, unstoppable. Nowhere near the goalkeeper. Bang. Hits the camera as well. That's what you want from your substitutes. So pleased for him. Oh, hold on. VAR. No, handball. No. Nah, nah, I don't think it does. Oh, anyhow, they deny us. Like you can't see the ball like moving direction, I think. So I don't think that's going to be ruled. Like, it should be a goal. A goal. Right, cool. That's- Yeah, truthfully, I couldn't see a touch there. I was trying to be as neutral as possible. I couldn't see a touch. Because normally when you touch it, you'll see the ball like moving or the spin of the ball moving a little bit. Didn't look like that was the case. So look, Liverpool like to do things the hard way. Can Liverpool get the winner so late on in the game? It's a possibility. We're in the 89th minute now. This is, slottish time now, as they like to refer it. So hopefully, we can make it happen again. Ah, come on. Can't give the ball away in those kind of moments. Oh, good defending ground back. Go kick. Corner. Bloody hell. Headed away by Lie. Well done, and Gamoa. Oh, but that's going to be the perfect first time pass to Gakpo. 6 minutes of stoppage time. So can Liverpool get that winning goal? Oh, I remember this fella. Forgot his name, but he was the one that scored the final penalty in the Community Shield against us a few months ago. I say a few months. It wasn't that long. It was last month. Beverly, I think his name is. Beverly, that is the one. Ping pong. Go on. Chiesa. Ah, that was too heavily hit there by Chiesa. Maybe they needed to, maybe should just control the ball and then lay it off to Gakpo who's behind him on that left-hand side. Ozzy come back saying, proper squeaky bum time right now, Ozzy. It is. It is. We've got about 4 more minutes left. Hopefully, Liverpool can, make something happen right now. Jones, Gamoa. Ozzy come ask, would you park the double-decker bus right now, Ozzy, or go for the 3 points? Honestly, I'd go for the 3 points. Yeah, call me. you know, hold on. Frimpong. Oh, that touch off Tariq Mitchell killed the ball there. Frimpong. What's going on? Jones. Can't lose possession of the ball like that. We've got to keep it going. Frimpong with the ball. Sort of like oh, that's a foul on Kirkes now. Jones to going back. Going back to Frimpong. Salah. Want to go back? 30 seconds left. Come on. This is the moment. Chiesa to Kirkes. Come on. No long to go. Going back long walk top. That might be it. Hold on. Palace going through. Just clear your right foot, man. There was no need to do that kind of clearance. Oh my God. Oh, I can't believe what's just happened. Is he offside? Let's have a look. No, he's on. Oh, the other guys are kind of Nketiah's on. I don't know about the other two. Let's see. Oh, you can't make this stuff up, can you? That's a go. What? So 30 seconds was on that throw in, but we didn't get an extra 30 seconds after kickoff. That's not fair, is it? But look, oh, that is so annoying. Looks like we got a taste of our own medicine in terms of winning last minute matches, isn't it? But look, I'll be honest with you, we didn't deserve nothing out of it. If we had got a point, I think that would have been, us being very lucky because we were by far the worst team on the pitch. We were terrible today. And let's be honest, credit to Crystal Palace. I think they thoroughly deserved the 3 points. Of course, it's never nice to lose in this kind of last minute manner, but that's how it goes sometimes, unfortunately. But that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, Oz and Kabak, for your comments. If you have already, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. In terms of upcoming shows, unfortunately, I'm going to have to do a match reaction later on this evening. It'll probably be around 11:30 p.m. UK time. So feel free to join if you want to come on and voice your anger or frustration. No, the platform is yours, guys. You can come on and have your say in the match reaction show. But that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Take care, stay safe, and I hope to speak with you all very, very soon. Goodbye.